speaking out about the historic nightclub massacre involving him and the now troubled mega-producer, which placed him in prison for over a decade, is a former bad boy rapper known by the moniker Shah Diddy Comes Proteg. Moses Jamal Brown, better known by his stage name Shine, is a former rapper who is now a politician. He is resurfacing to defend his innocence, claiming that he, Diddy's bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones, and Jennifer Lopez, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, were all involved in the infamous 1999 New York City club shooting. Jennifer Lopez was among the 4 people detained after the incident that left 3 bystanders injured. After a little over 12 hours, Lopez was freed from detention without being charged in the case. Diddy, Anthony Wolf Jones, and Shine, on the other hand, were charged and put on trial in 2001. According to former NYPD detective Derek Parker, who worked on the case, the shooting occurred in December 1999 when Diddy, Lopez, Jones, and Shine, who was 21 at the time, went to a nightclub in the Times Square neighborhood while attending an argument that allegedly broke out between Diddy and a man named Matthew Allen who goes by the nickname Scar. Scar felt degraded by Diddy's antics because he was behaving like a big shot and tossing money about. Parker claimed that when the two exchanged words, gunfire broke out. During the altercation, 3 persons were shot, and one of the bullets that struck Natan Rubin was him. She has stated that Diddy was the one who shot her in the face that evening. Recently, the hip-hop mogul has been in hot water legally due to multiple sexual misconduct lawsuits. She has recently repeated those charges in recent weeks. Rubin stated she was facing Diddy and his group when they brought out the pistols, and that's when Diddy shot her in the nose during an interview with News Nation. Shin seemed to be moved by Rubin's remarks at a press appearance in Biz, where Shin is currently the opposition's elected leader. He told reporters in the Biz House of Representatives that hearing the victim claim that Diddy shot her opens wounds. Lopez and his bodyguard. Later, after Diddy's driver ran multiple red lights, cops began to pursue the vehicle. After a police investigation of the car revealed a stolen 9mm handgun in the trunk, they were eventually pulled over. Jones, Lopez, and Diddy were all taken into jail. However, Lopez was released after being held for 14 hours. But Diddy, Shine, and Jones would all face trial. Diddy, Shine, and the other person all drew firearms, and that Shine shot into a full nightclub 3 times. Witnesses said that Scar threatened to kill Shine, and that Scar initiated the dispute with Diddy. Shine maintained that he was defending himself, endangerment, and unlawful possession of a weapon even though he was cleared of attempted murder. On the other hand, Diddy, Shin's former mentor, and Diddy's bodyguard were found not guilty of any accusations. Shine's 10-year sentence would be served in part by a 9-year bid. In a press conference with reporters last week, Shine stated that Rubin's remarks were prompted by a lawsuit from an accusing producer on the Love album. In those accusations, he claimed that the man had admitted to the shooting, and that's what most struck him as the producer to whom Shine seemed to be referring, Rodney Jones, also known as Laugh Out Loud. Rod Jones is suing Diddy for allegedly engaging in sexual harassment, assault, and sex trafficking, among other offenses. According to Jones's lawsuit, Diddy publicly boasted about carrying out the shooting and bought off jurors and witnesses to guarantee his acquittal. Jones also alleged Diddy bragged about using Jennifer Lopez to smuggle the gun into the nightclub and drop past Diddy the gun after he got into the altercation with another individual, according to court. Documents during the press conference, Shine said he did his best to put the tragic shooting behind him, but says it opens the wounds again because he's been saying that all along. Shine said everyone knew all along that he was the fall guy for the shooting, so at the time, there's watched a lot of interviews, and I think he mentioned that at the time, Puffy was a $100 million man. Had a joint trial. They had separate attorneys. I think Puffy had, I think it was Attorney Brothman and Johnny Cochran, and they were about setting Puffy free. And I think I've seen an interview before where he said that, they really didn't care about him. They kind of made him the bad guy, and I can't say that I blame Puffy's attorneys. They're trying to set him free. That's their client Z's advocacy is. What it's all about attorney, according to Abe Patterson, she can see why Shine thinks he's the fall guy for the scandalous event. He stated that he has steadfastly upheld his claim that he killed the man who was threatening him with a gun, and that you can be sure he knew the man. He went by the moniker Scar, which I believe was Michael Allen. People knew him from the street. When he made threats similar to the ones he was facing, he knew the person wasn't playing along, so he said he was defending himself. I believe he has always maintained that he didn't shoot the 3 victims, so if he claims he's the fall guy, you can understand why he would say that Shine says his political enemies and detractors tried to turn him into a criminal, but everyone knew that he was the young kid who took the fall. He also said that everyone knew that was the story, and that he maintained his innocence the entire time, adding that during the shooting. He defended himself. Shine didn't directly point observers. Shine told the reporters that he is grateful for whatever contributions Diddy has made to aid the people of Bice, and that he wishes him well, and will pray for him in the case of the alleged victims. Shine said that he didn't shoot anyone, and that other guns corroborated what Natana Rubin said. Shine also explained that bullet fragments were never removed, so there was never forensic testing to determine who it was. Shine added that the victims are vindicating him, but added that he's trying to move on and not relive the incident and his subsequent conviction. He then if it's true, may justice be served. If not, it's a tragedy because a global icon would be destroyed. Shine had previously addressed the nightclub shooting in a Cocktail Champs episode from 2022. Shine added that, in retrospect, he thought the conviction was more the fault of the attorneys who were assisting Diddy throughout the trial. Shine said that he no longer held Diddy as much responsible for the conviction as he had in the past, and that he went through a phase of resentment that seemed to be focused at his old mentor. High-profile attorneys on Diddy's legal team included Johnny Cochran, who is well known for his work on the O.J. Simpson case. Shine also stated that Diddy's attorneys were there to use any means necessary to get a not guilty verdict during Shine's trial. During the Drink Champ episode from 2022, Diddy's well-known legal team did not take on his then-protege's case. According to Shine, Diddy's staff viewed Shine as the enemy at the time since Diddy was a $100 million organization. He clarified that they were about to lose everything, but he also said that he didn't have much. Did he, a musician with an empire, really declare that everything broke apart because your lawyers were deceiving and advising you? After spent N years in jail, Shine claimed Diddy had shown regret and told him not to have followed his attorneys. Shine then forgiven Diddy. After serving his time in jail, Shine was deported to Bice in 2009 due to his non-citizen status as a felon. He became Moses after relocating to Jerusalem in 2010. Michael LaShine went back to Biz 3 years later, and that's when he started his political career. In recent years, his relationship with Shine appeared to be cordial. Diddy shared this picture of himself and Shine on Instagram in August after the two gave a joint performance in Europe the previous year. The text in the caption says, "I can't put into words how happy I am for Shine. Seeing what he's been through and watching him completely transform his life and set out to have a positive influence on his nation and its citizens is truly amazing." His re-election represents a significant win for the people of Bice, hip-hop worldwide, and himself. "We won't let up until my brother becomes Prime Minister and takes over St. Prime Minister's office. I have faith in you. I cherish you. I'm happy for you." Before to the shooting, their relationship seemed to be incredibly strong. Shan was once again somewhat of a prodigy and a genius. Though I believe he was following the shooting, F still likes music. He was somewhat bitter for a while, even after the shooting, and after being freed. You are aware that there is documentation. I believe he vented his dissatisfaction with Puffy in 10 or so tweets back in 2012 or thereabouts, but their friendship has since healed. You would think that growing older would bring about introspection, knowledge, and forgiveness. And I believe that ever since then, their bond has been strong. I am aware that Umphy has heavily invested in his campaign in Bice, and I think he has also taken some action to help the people of B. I'm not sure what kind of investment, charity, donations, and such have helped to fortify their relationship. But I believe that's really contributed to their bonding over the years. However, as the events of that night and the trial that followed are brought back into the public eye, Shine's recent remarks prompt an additional investigation into the 1999 shooting as part of the ongoing federal investigation into Diddy Patterson, which explains why I don't see its significance. I might be mistaken. I make mistakes occasionally. You really do know that he was tried and that a jury found him not guilty. You are aware that you cannot go back and that you cannot try them once more. Double jeopardy, there's no additional evidence, unless jurors were paid off. That's why I'd love to know more information about that. If you PID some jurors, that's it. That's different, I think that it's just really unfortunate. I think that he's even being pulled back into this. I'm sure, your bid is not easy for anyone, staying over. A weekend in custody is not fun. So, it changes your life. And I think that, bringing these incidents that are, 25 years old, it can again be re-traumatizing. I'm sure it's not something he wants to relive every day. So, I'm sure it's something his family doesn't want to relive every day. So, that's how I feel about it. But, it's something that he's always said, I know people have asked, like, is he going to be participating with the federal government, trying to assist them in taking Diddy down, so to speak, something that he said in his own words is death before dishonor and no snitching. And he said that his lyrics, which I found out he wrote, are his gospel at this time. In response to Shine's most recent remarks, Diddy has not spoken. In 2008, Natana Rubin, one of the shooting victims, filed a $130 million lawsuit against Diddy. Thank you so much for watching Gossip Now.